The Roosters and West Tigers wrap up the final game of round 17 up for the previews for NRL Telstra Premiership. I'm your host, Renee Gartner, and I'm joined by Josh Mansour. And Josh, we're going to kick off with the Roosters first. They're aiming to secure their top four position and clinch their third consecutive win. Trent Robertson said he's been searching for consistency because they're either consistent in attack or the consistent defence. They haven't been consistent in both.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Achilles heel has been the inconsistency in the Roosters this year. Again, they've got the cattle to do something special this year. In my opinion, they're one of the dark horses to take out this premiership. I still feel like they're a bit apart from the top teams in the Melbournes and Panthers at the moment. They've still got a bit of work to do, but you look at their outfit, they've got stars across the paddock. They've got also extra motivation in losing Joey Manu, Joey Roy-Hargraves, who is one of their main men and a loyal player of that club for many, many years. So it'll be great to see them go out on a high.
Do you think they found that perfect formula last week in their win?
I don't think so. I still don't think they've played their perfect game this year. Again, I think there's a lot of question marks around Brandon Smith. What's he going to be doing next year as well? There's been rumours about him departing the club. For him, again, you talk about consistency. To silence all those critics and all those rumours, he has to play consistent football. He can't just have one great week and then a bad one the week after. So again, I feel like the spine have been outstanding. Sammy Walker's been really good. His short kicking game has been lethal. Yeah. And a guy as well like Luke Keary. He announced his retirement this year. So again, what I talk about as motivation, he's a great player to really send on the high.
All right, well, let's look over to West Tigers, your good mate Benji's team, and they're coming off a strong result following that bye as well too. And this week they're also strengthened by the return of some senior players that they've been desperately looking forward to all week. And you also add Bateman and Olam. What are your expectations from this Tigers outfit?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't. They've had two amazing wins. Last week was unbelievable. They haven't won a Campbelltown in God knows forever, particularly against Canberra Raiders, who have been in the biggest hoodoo team. So it was great to see Adam Doueihi back playing as well. Yeah. That was outstanding. I thought the whole team lifted with his presence out there. I would love to see him stay in the centres for now. I think Lockie Galvin and Aiden Caesar have been doing an outstanding job.
Caesar's another one. He's just getting better each game.
I think the West Tigers, you look at their spine and it's slept on a bit because you've got Dream Bull at the back. You've got obviously Lockie Galvin, Aiden Caesar and Apicoro. So that's a pretty fair spine if you think about it. And again, I feel the West Tigers could upset the Roosters. I feel like they've got enough in their firepower to really frustrate them. And again, like you look at the Roosters and I think they'll like their chances going into this game, but the Tigers can easily frustrate them as long as they don't beat themselves.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do the Tigers need to do to make sure that they continue playing that quality football instead of going back to what we've seen where they separate and start playing individual?
Well, I think Benji touched on it a couple of times this year. There's times where they get really frustrated and they get in their own heads and, there's sin binnings, ill discipline, poor handling errors, and that's what really cost the West Tigers. That game against Canberra last week was almost a perfect performance. Yes, they conceded over 20 points, not good enough, but yeah, I think the Tigers in terms of defence has to definitely improve. Yep. They've got the firepower in attack, but they've got to stop leaking points and they have to do it against the Roosters. All
right, so are you going to pick the upset?
I know what you want to do. You're leaning towards the Tigers, but you... I'm gonna tip the tricolours. I think the Roosters will be too strong. And again, they really want to solidify that top four finish. So let's go to the Roosters.
All right, well, thank you very much for joining us for this week's previews. Absolutely appreciate it, as always. Now, if you want to see this match live, simply go to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, you can watch it on Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kick-off is at 6:15 p.m.